What's going on, guys? It's Themightydart13, and yeah, this is my long-awaited Canadian GP video. Before I start, I would just like to say sorry this is late, but just started a new job, and I had a really hectic week to the extent I was coming home and just being incredibly tired. So yeah, this is obviously being filmed on a Saturday, as the Azerbaijan Grand Prix has already happened. But I won't go into that obviously because this is the Canadian video. So yeah, overall your race winner was Lewis Hamilton though, followed by his Mercedes teammate and Daniel Ricciardo on the podium. Like, obviously overall, I did watch the race highlights and it was sort of had very interesting points. One of the talking points, of course, was from the very first lap was Sainz crashing into Grosjean, or swiping across the front of Grosjean, and then Sainz skidding across the track and taking out Felipe Massa. And obviously there was a bit of a who was to blame kind of thing. My personal opinion, obviously Sainz has swiped across the front of Grosjean, as I said, so yeah. As it stands, I don't believe there's any grid penalties for Azerbaijan, but I believe it was Sainz's fault. Shouldn't have come across the front of Grosjean like he did. As for other news, during the race you had Perez refusing to let Ocon through and saying to the team, just let us race. At the time they were challenging for a podium, but I don't really know, to be honest with you. Perez doing more for himself than for his team, which, you know, you would say all the team's giving him a drive, but equally Perez wants to get as high as he can in the constructors' standings. So really, I think he's just doing right by himself. As sort of you go through, obviously you have the normal thing of retirements, and Alonso's McLaren engine's gone wrong, or went wrong again. To the extent he had a grid penalty for Azerbaijan, I believe it was 15 places. Don't quote me on that, I might be wrong. But basically, he was very much, well, it's the Honda engine again, and it doesn't help that Mercedes, well, have come out and said, well, we're not getting involved in the thing between McLaren and Honda, but as it stands, it is looking increasingly likely like McLaren are going to go back to Mercedes engines. Overall, do I think that's a good thing? Yes, because I do believe that McLaren could be up there challenging for races, and to be fair, they need to be. One of the very bedrock teams of Formula One. You know, they've been here for so long, and they shouldn't be scrapping with Sauber for like a point here and a point there. It's really disappointing to see. Obviously, when I first came into F1, which was around 2008 season, obviously Lewis was winning, so it'd be, come on McLaren. Obviously I switched, anyone who knows I'm a Jenson Button fan when he was in the sport, so I watched, then obviously when he went to when Braun started up in 2009 and they won the championship, and obviously go from there. But overall it's quite disappointing. As a team, McLaren they've got to go, in my eyes, they've got to leave Honda. Honda are not doing the business, obviously. Sauber are taking on the Honda engines next year, and obviously Sauber are at the back of the grid anyway, so it doesn't really make a lot of difference to them. But in terms of, McLaren don't particularly have any title sponsors, and a team the size of McLaren, who not too long ago had the likes of Vodafone, Lucasade, some of the massive sponsors, and they just don't have them anymore. Because they just don't attract that glamour anymore. But on a slightly more positive note, Lance Stroll got his first points at his home Grand Prix, so congrats to that. Congrats to that feat, sorry. So it's 17th on the grid. For anyone wondering what I'm looking at, I have the race results on my laptop. But overall, decent race. I do like Canada. And in terms of news away from that, Pirelli have said they will not be using a hard tyre for the rest of the season because there's just no call for it. I don't think anyone's actually used it this year. it's quite the tyres are just so much more durable now that they just don't need. There's no need for a hard tyre. Like, you can run. They were doing it in Canada. They were doing one or two. Like, they were doing a one-stop race. Some cars on, like, straight off the ultra soft tyre onto a super soft tyre and just lasting the entire race, which is ridiculously impressive. Obviously, it's going back to the old Bridgestone days where cars did like a one or a two stop. But yeah, overall, I'm very. Azerbaijan should be a good race. It wasn't the best race last year because obviously, you know, we had all the problems with Hamilton and whatever. I think this year could be different. What I'm hoping is that we're going to see a Mercedes win. As for my prediction, I'm going to go Hamilton. Just looking through the thing. I think I'm going to go Hamilton. Verstappen, I think, is going to sneak a podium. I think there's going to be trouble for Bottas, and I think Vettel's going to finish third. Obviously, Verstappen's not had the best start because, yeah, he's had car issues and whatever. But yeah, I'm going to leave this Canadian video here, guys. Sorry it's late again. The Azerbaijan one, fingers crossed, will be up a lot sooner now because obviously I've settled. It's been the first week at a new job. It was very much. I had to sort of focus on that, and I was coming back and I was really tired. It might only be like a few hours a day, but it's still, when you're not doing anything for a while, it tires out. But thanks for watching, guys. You know, yeah, and I'll see you for the next Azerbaijan video. There will be a football chatter video coming out this week as well. There's quite a lot of news that I've got to round up, so I'll make some notes on that and hopefully get that out this week. I won't put a day on it because I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one.